So my son Cooper was at a leadership camp, and at that leadership camp, they'd gone to a restaurant in Washington, D.C., and all the kids were just being extremely rude. They had asked for refills on their drinks. The waitress was like, forget it. And so the kids got up and left the table to go look in the gift shop. My son Cooper, at the time, only 13 years old, walks over to the server and he says, excuse me, ma'am, I know how hard you're working here today, and I'm really sorry that happened. You should not be treated like that. We should have shown more respect. I apologize. She looked at him. How old are you? He said, I'm 12. She said, who wants refills? He said, well, everybody on this side and me, if that's okay. She refilled the glasses immediately, smiled, and went about her day. Does that sound crazy? Not at all. Cooper simply saw the pictures in her head. He saw what was on her mind. He saw a woman who works very, very hard every single day and doesn't feel like putting up with a bunch of crap from some spoiled kids. He saw that. He met her where she was. He atoned for it. He didn't ask for anything in return. She actually demonstrated reciprocity by asking him how she could serve him. This is what leadership looks like in day-to-day life. This same thing I've seen happen in violent tribal villages. I've seen it happen at Fortune 100 corporate boardrooms. But you know what I've seen more than anything, Wes? I've seen it not happen. I've seen people totally blow off the opportunity to see the pictures in the other party's heads. This is more than just empathy. Look, it's great if you can get a sense of what the other party is feeling, because we are emotional creatures. But if you can go a step further towards attunement, as Daniel Pink calls it, where you can literally do this action of seeing the pictures in their heads, right? It's more than just emotion. You know what their thoughts are. And you do that by asking thoughtful questions, by putting yourself in their shoes, and really making an effort to see the pictures that are going on in their head, the movie, the narrative that's playing in their head, right? Stuart Diamond calls it that, see the pictures in their head. If you can do this, let me tell you something. You have a serious leadership advantage in life and business, because when you see the pictures in their heads, now you know where to start, and you have a sense of the roadmap you need to follow to meet them where they are, not where you want them to be, and to collaborate to meet each other's goals. Stuart Diamond goes on to show that organizations who collaborate get 4 times as much value when they do transactions. 4 times! Come on, man! Like, that's a no-brainer. And all of the things I'm talking about this month on meeting people where they are, these are primal things. They've been around for 250,000 years. I know about them because we had to know them as Green Berets. If we got it wrong, people died. But the same thing that works in life and death works in life and business, right? So put this into play here. Learn to see the pictures in their heads. Just practice it. When you stop at the 7-Eleven, see if you can see the pictures in the head of the store clerk that's working there. Through your actions, can you call that out? Can you affirm it? You'll know it. You'll see it in their eyes when you get it right. Try it with your children, your spouse. You can practice this every day. You can ask thoughtful, open-ended questions to fill the gaps and assumptions you make on the pictures in their heads. You know, I think you're feeling this, but I'm not sure about this. Can you help me with that? They'll be affirmed that you ask, and they'll give you the answers. And then you change perception into fact. Once you have the pictures in their head, you can get about the really productive and strategic business of meeting people where they are, establishing deep connections, and meeting each other's goals. That's how we went from 6 villages to 113, 75 farmers to 15,000 committed defenders in village stability. You can do the same in your new product, in getting your vision out to your associates, or just making your family more cohesive in the journey that you're on. Try it. See the pictures in their head. If you want to learn more about this and more about these techniques, you need to join rooftopleadership.com/mastery. We have a learning center called Rooftop U that's accessible for this kind of stuff, video, audio, PDFs. We do monthly coaching calls on this where we dive deep, and you have access to me and we support each other on that, and a private team room to further supplement this thing on Facebook page where we talk about these things in real time. For what it costs to eat out once a month, like $50, you can be part of this very special community. Whether you come with us or not, work to see the pictures in their heads this Christmas, and you'll elicit a level of reciprocity and connection that you never thought possible. Thanks for what you do, and I'll see you on the rooftop.